Happy Arvo. Hello, and welcome to This Week in Australia. As told by a guy living up in Indiana. That makes sense. Anyway, top posts on r/Australia this week. Let's get to it. You are not the disability police. Okay, let me read this. Hold on. Okay, so she parked in a disabled parking spot because her 8-year-old had radiation therapy and needs a wheelchair to move around. Obviously. Understandable. Legit use of the parking spot. And I guess this old hag yelled at her. Old hag is her own words, saying you can walk. You don't look disabled. Yeah, you got to be careful when you... I mean, on one hand, you got to look out for the assholes who are taking up the handicap spots, is what they're called here in America, handicap parking spots. Because there are assholes that do that park in those spots that absolutely are not handicapped and don't have the permit and nothing like this. But you got to be careful. Because before you say something, you better make sure they don't have a disabled child getting out of the car. Not a good look. When you're a proud patriot, but you still need to park the VT. I don't know what that means. I don't get it. What is the VT? Victoria. I guess I'll try and figure it out from the comments. Hold on. Well, everybody's just calling them out for cutting the flag in half, which I guess is the point of the post. Now that I actually think about it, I still don't know what a VT is. Is that some kind of large truck or something? Some people were saying, isn't it illegal? And I guess it's not, which is probably a good thing. That type of thing has been fought out here in America as well, as far as burning the flag and desecrating it and stuff. But it's considered freedom of speech. But this is kind of ironic because this guy's trying to be patriotic, and yet he accidentally disgraced the flag. So kind of backfired. Victorian man takes photos after his car was in a crash. This is kind of badass if you think about it. Like, it's more badass than a typical car selfie. I mean, it shows he survived. He's like, hey, look, I survived. I was in this car, and I'm still out here walking around. Honestly, he should not be. This went straight into his dome. What happened here? Did a tree trunk fall onto his car? I'd be doing the same thing. He should be celebrating. Feed the family for under $10. In this day and age, that's hard to do. Let's see how.
Okay, who brought their $10? Yeah. Come on, Mum, come up here. Now, I'll be needing that. You wait until you see what we can do with $10. All you need is one of these and one of these.
What do you think, Ernest? Ta-da!
All that and all for under $10.
Yeah, not anymore. Oh my God. How old is this video? It did not age well. Then I guess it kind of couldn't age well with this little thing called inflation. A little scheme they got going on to make us all poor. Yeah, you used to be able to feed your family for $10. Imagine that. That actually does not sound possible these days. That's hilarious. Y'all got to share one water bottle. Damn. I don't know what the bombs is, but it looks like you guys are in for a toasty Christmas. Pretty much a 100% chance you guys are getting fried out there from October to December. So you're welcome for informing you of that. Yikes. Sorry. At least you're all in it together. How Channel 7 broke into talking footy, which I think footy is Australian football, right? Not soccer. Talking footy in 2001 to report the news. Does that sentence make sense? I think you guys are talking Australian here. How Channel 7 broke into talking footy in 2001 to report the news.
Well, basically,
let's just watch.
I hadn't had much game time. So.
Okay, good on you. Something you're going to be really interested in after the break. It's got something to do with umpires and interpretation, forwards and backmen.
I look forward to it.
We're talking footy.
Next, amazing scenes in New York where a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We'll go live to New York shortly.
Get ready to
With
Beautiful
Natalie
timing
Barr.
there.
This is 7 News.
Good evening. New York is in the grip of a disaster.
This is actually fascinating, though. I have to continue watching this to think of 9/11 reporting over there in Australia. That is fascinating. On the day of.
Good evening. New York is in the grip of a disaster tonight. 2 planes have crashed into the
Tonight.
top of the Twin Towers.
That alone is interesting to think. It was nighttime in Australia. It was early morning here in America.
World Trade Center, and terrorists are believed to be responsible. One of the planes is believed to have been an American Airlines Boeing 767. It's believed to have been hijacked, and there are also reports of an explosion at the Pentagon. We'll cross live now to NBC.
Well, if they had all this information, if both trade towers had already been hit and the Pentagon, surely they should have relayed that information to this guy who was saying they're going to talking footy by that time, because that took place over the course of, well, it wasn't super long, but, 30 minutes, I think. I don't know when the Pentagon got hit. What time? Oh my God. This is... Wow. Wow. All right. Someone added to the local Coles and Woolworths signage. I have a feeling, I haven't watched it yet, but I have a feeling it's not going to be a nice thing, whatever they added. Judging by all the other posts in here about Coles and Woolworths lately. I cannot play that music. Here, I'll just sing it for you. We're not gonna take it. The price gouge people. I love how he professionally stenciled that on. That was a quick job, too. Damn, it looks good. I wouldn't even question it. I'd be like, at least they're honest. Oh, okay, here he goes to the Coles. We're not gonna take it. He's got the red paint. This is brilliant. Down, down, morality down. Okay. Is that like a reference to, do they say that it calls like down, down, prices down or something like that? I'm just making an assumption. Oh, he's still going. I love how no one's questioning him because he's so quick, confident. What did he add there? The price gouge people. Oh my God. I'm all for it. Civil disobedience. It's pretty funny. Pretty harmless. Down, down, morality down. Price gouger. Oh, man. That's interesting. That's interesting. It's interesting to think, is it misguided? I don't know. That's certainly an interesting question. Like, should you be mad at Coles and Woolworth, or should you be mad at the politicians for not regulating it more, or for basically causing this much inflation? I don't know. But regardless, I think it's hilarious. So, I mean, this post right here is a little bit helpful for some more context. Ironically, it's the next post. Well, there's a couple other posts, but I don't even know what they were about. Like, I don't understand them. So I'm skipping those. And this one's talking about, apparently Kohl's made $1.1 billion profit. Blaming inflation, cost of living, ripping farmers off. Now they're reducing prices but only for 3 months to help everyone out. I've changed the way I shop. I will not buy a box of tissues for $3 when I can get the same home brand product for half the price. Yeah. I mean, I guess the problem in that instance is it kind of seems, the impression I get is it's almost like Coles and Woolworth have a bit of a duopoly going on in Australia. And if they're, they're raising their prices and price gouging, and someone else needs to come onto the scene there. Maybe Kmart. Kmart needs to be the good guy and to come on and sell some product at a reasonable price, and maybe capitalism will work it out, or it won't. Depends. It can be really hard, to compete with. They have so many stores, I'm sure. I mean, all I hear about is Coles and Woolworths. These things are massive down there in Australia. It's like, it almost seems like it's the only option. But maybe go to your local chain or something. I don't know. Everybody hates these people. You need to stop shopping there. Somehow. At least, I guess it's easy for me to say up here in Indiana. Just stop shopping there, guys. But damn. They might go out of business, it sounds like. Oh, I don't know what Big W is. Is that the Coles and Woolworths competitor we've been looking for? It looks more like a Kmart competitor. Apparently, they've already got the Christmas decorations out on display. Hey, only $5 for a Christmas star. There you go. Maybe this is the savior. Go to Big W. I've never heard of them. Big W. Unless that's Woolworths. I hope not. How are they going to have Christmas stuff out before Thanksgiving, before Halloween? You guys don't do Halloween, do you? My God, you guys need to get on board with Halloween. But it's a little ridiculous to have that Christmas stuff out already. Whoa, okay. I'm going to go get a new battery. We've got here an echidna doing echidna things on my farm near Braidwood, NSW. I just want to know what echidna things are. Okay. It is existing with its extremely long snout. Beautiful footage here. You need to sell this to a nature documentary. Here's the echidna in its natural habitat, looking for fresh crops to eat on the farmer's field. Are they pests? Like, do they chew up the corn and stuff? Do you guys even grow corn? You come to Indiana, you'll see a lot of corn, not a lot of echidnas. It's probably smelling something miles away. Could very well be smelling my son's poop, his dirty diaper. Man, that thing reeked. I don't know what time this video was taken, but if it was taken last night at about 10 p.m., could be. Wouldn't be surprised if it made its way across the world. Okay. All right, I think I've seen enough. I'll skip to the end, make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. Wow. Which butter/spread do you use? None of these. Never heard of or seen a single one of these in my life. Damn, you guys got a lot of options. Now, if only you had a lot of stores as options to buy these from. And I think with that, folks, what a week in Australia it was. You guys are awesome. I'll see you next week. Happy Arva to you. Have a fantastic weekend. It's Labor Day weekend here in America. So shout out to any workers out there. Any laborers. Any tradies. All right.